you know, a lot of it is. I mean, the threesome with Johnny Vegas is depressingly real. There's a lot of off-camera contact and badinage that I'm not comfortable with.
Good morning to the very handsome, talented, brilliant, likeable genius that is Mr. Jon Richardson.
Hey! Oh, that was a bit much. I was expecting a joke. I thought you were going to say someone else's name.
So I've spent the morning selling this chat with you and your wife Lucy as we have the brilliant, talented, likeable, excellent comedian Jon Richardson on and his wife Lucy, because I thought I want to address the balance. So now I feel a bit uncomfortable, the fact that you're on your own and Lucy's not on camera.
Oh, no.
And I fear that she's like, well, sod him then, I'm not doing it.
It's very possible. It's more likely, given that there's been things I know she's wanted to do. Like, I could have booked us for a nice meal and try to get hold of her, and she's not there. So I wouldn't take it personally. She's just not a great one for answering the phone.
Right. Okay. And I don't want to ruin any spoilers for the new series of Meet the Richardsons on Dave, but you're at your mum's and she's not in this interview. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine, mate. It's fine, as you say. You know, when we're filming together, I get put through the ringer. Let's be honest. I've been made to do a sort of flamenco dance. I've been made to perform in drag for Jason Donovan. It's not a liberating process for me. So when we're not filming together, I won't lie to you, the marriage functions differently. And I go to my mum's house and she wakes me up with a coffee and makes my breakfast.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, as it should be. And then when we get back together, I'm sort of braced. I'm steeled for whatever, because she writes it with Tim Reid. And it's not good for me. This series actually is not the worst. I've had worse because they write sort of Leeds United storylines in where I get humiliated in front of footballers. It's just, you know, but this one actually, Lucy's mum is really the star of Meet the Richardsons Series 3, and her ongoing romance and culminating in a marriage to Johnny Vegas in my pub.
I take things way too seriously, right?
Yeah.
So I watched the show, and I know it's a show, and I know, like you've just said, it's written and it's filmed and edited and put out as a form of entertainment for television. But I buy into things so easily. For example, is Lucy's mum Lucy's mum?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the hardest thing about how to tell people about the show, because everyone asks that. And the truth is, the lines are so blurred that it's, I mean, so Lucy's mum is Lucy's mum.
Right.
But even Lucy's mum doesn't know what we've written for her. She just arrives and we say, oh, so the thing is, you're going to go in there and Gabby Logan's going to be in there and you need to say this to her and then we'll see what happens.
Is that how you do it?
Brilliant.
We had a whole storyline in Series 2 where
do you not have a duty of care on this production?
Yeah, we deal with it afterwards. There are trained professionals standing by, you know. It's sort of like a fireworks display. The fire brigade are there. Hopefully you don't need them. So we had a whole Series 2 storyline where I'm doing a documentary with Sally Phillips and she steals the idea, takes it to another channel, entirely fabricated. Jill was in it and revealed to us about 2 months ago, she said, I haven't been watching anything with that Sally Phillips in after what she did to you. And we had to explain to her that none of that was real. But, you know, a lot of it is real. I mean, the threesome with Johnny Vegas is depressingly real. There's a lot of off-camera contact and badinage that I'm not comfortable with. There's a growing mood with whatever show I'm on. So Cats Does Countdown has become, let's put a firework underneath John's chair when he's trying to do the numbers and that'll be funny. Ultimate Warrior was supposed to be a sort of political show on Dave where I talked about the problems of the world and became a show where somehow I was sat in my underpants and Lucy put a spider on my head. It just, you know, you learn what you do. And I'm a small man who, when people do nasty things to me, I go, ooh, and people seem to like that. So that's what I'll do.
You've kind of become the Sid Little to your own Eddie Large.
Yeah, very much so. I'll take that.
The Chris Moyles Show.